What's up, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with Tesla SPY and the overall markets. I'll talk about some very key levels to watch for and what could end up panning out on the charts as we approach the end of the week. But just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice whatsoever. And also, if you guys can, please check out my Moomoo link. If you deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. If you deposit $1,000, you're guaranteed 15 in total, not to mention 8.1% APY in uninvested cash. The offer ends very soon in just about 7 days from now. Anyways, let's talk about what's happening with the markets. So, as far as Tesla and the broader markets are going, we're looking very bullish as Tesla got this nice breakout. I was talking about this in my morning video about how the market was looking quite strong. And lo and behold, that strength is continuing. So, what's happening with the markets? As a reminder, today was Christmas Eve. The stock market is closing early today. It's been closed. And then for tomorrow, it's going to be Christmas. The entire market is going to be closed for that. The bonds market, the New York Stock Exchange, and NASDAQ will all be closed tomorrow. There's no trading again until Thursday, December 26th. So just keep that in mind. For Thursday, we have initial jobless claims coming out in the morning. Besides that, everything else is going to be quite minor, very minor data, if anything. And then there's nothing too significant coming out for earnings. Everything's very quiet for Christmas week and New Year's week. Now, for Tesla, there was some good news that came out that Tesla's cutting prices in China, at least to some extent, to help get those sales up for the end of the year. And simultaneously, Tesla has announced the fact that there are very positive affirmations for them when it comes to not only their sales, but then their growth for next year. So the sales they announce, what they show us for the end of the year is going to be very important for next year as well. Because Elon Musk said we're expecting 20 to 30% growth for 2025 relative to 2024. So once the end of the year sales come out in a little bit over a week from now, Tesla will tell us how many cars they sold for 2024 as a whole. And that's going to give us more information about what we should be expecting for 2025. That's why it's very important. Now, with that being said, the majority of sentiment has been more positive, at least as the market's trying to recover, and then Tesla's trying to follow the lead. There was some good news coming out in China once again with them incentivizing more sales, and then very positive, projections from analysts such as like Barclays and others out there who are expecting 515 plus thousand deliveries for Q4, which is very strong for Tesla. So we're going to be watching to see how things end up going. So as far as Tesla goes, the share price has broken past this 20 EMA around this 437 area. I said if we break that, look for 445 then 450 is our targets. Then I called out 456 and 460 is our next targets if those had broken. We actually broke past everything. Tesla's up 7%, very nice move. So just know this, as far as the future is going to go for Tesla, we have 468 as our next potential target. If that breaks, I think we could try to get back up to 480. And then if we get above the highs from over here, we're easily going up to the 500s. Tesla looks very bullish so far. To turn back down, you want to see Tesla lose the support at 456. If that fails us, we could be revisiting 442. In my opinion, I think that's looking more bullish. It might be a little bit of a dip before it continues to push, but I think we easily go up to about the 485 area before the new year, and this could continue to push. Once again, the stock market is going to be closed for Christmas Day, which is December 25th or Wednesday. And by the time we reopen on Thursday, there could be more upside potential for Tesla and then for the rest of the year. There's also going to be a lot of hype associated with deliveries, as lots of analysts are giving very bullish targets, expecting Tesla to beat expectations with 515,000 plus deliveries. So this is looking pretty good. Hopefully, we get some strong sales and this pushes the share price up. There might be a run for the end of the year for Tesla. There's also an inverse head and shoulders, so a nice accumulation structure on the 4-hour time frame. And then on the daily time frame, we look more bullish as well. Very bullish looking daily candlestick. Looks quite strong to me. And I think that we could get close to about 480 very soon. So overall, the stats rallies here, we look more bullish on Tesla. But it's not just Tesla. We're getting what's known as an everything squeeze, as almost the entire market is just pushing and pushing. If you look at SPY, for example, we're very bullish again because we haven't lost 598 or 595 to turn more bearish. We actually broke past them. And I called out 603 as a potential target if we broke past 600. I mentioned that in my earlier videos. Now I'm going to be maintaining that target of 603 right here, previous support becoming resistance. If that breaks, we're looking for 605, then the all-time high to be retested. And if that breaks, we easily go into like the 610s. So at the very least, I expect 603 to 605 for SPY. It looks very strong right now after this big green bar on the 4-hour and the fact that we're breaking our 50 EMA. May see a small dip here before it continues to push, but 603 to 605 looks like a nice target as we remain very bullish. For ES, we look more bullish. As long as we're above 6,100, we're looking for an attempt to get back up to 6,120. If we were to lose support at 60.80, we're looking for 60.53 as our next support. Could be a dip there before it continues to break past 6,100. Then we're going to be looking for that fill of the imbalance around 61.20 than 61.40. So it looks more bullish to me. For ES, there is a just to double check, we're sorry, not ES, excuse me, guys. Nvidia. I meant to say Nvidia. For Nvidia, we're starting to dip a little bit here. We could see a little bit of a liquidity grab around this 138 area before it tries to bounce again. I see a potential left shoulder here ahead and then a right shoulder forming. So it could be dipping to 138 or so, and then we could try to bounce off this and start pushing much higher, especially as we have this giant imbalance up here to fill around 144. So look for a dip back down towards 138, and we'll have to see if we bounce from here, and we'll have to see if we can break resistance. But overall, Nvidia looks a lot more bullish, and I think we're doing a fantastic job. For Bitcoin, we're holding up so above these resistance areas very, very well. And I just want to say that as long as we don't lose 98,141 and then 96,238, we're favoring 100,000 plus on Bitcoin where this imbalance appears. So 100,000 looks like one of the most likely possibilities. I think we're doing a great job so far. For others out there, we have, and just as a reminder, Tesla's looking very strong right now. So I do expect more upside for the end of the year as we approach the 480 area. For NQ, we look bullish because we're above 22,000. Once again, holding above it very well. If we lose 22,000, I'm going to be looking for the support around this 21,900 area. And as long as we don't lose 21,799, we favor upside. I think we easily go up to 22,200 as our target. And eventually, this imbalance is going to fill. And I think it looks very bullish. It's very strong, very resilient. So far, it's doing a fantastic job. The QQQ, the triple Q is looking very bullish. We haven't lost support at 523. In fact, we broke that. I mentioned yesterday if we broke 523, we're looking for a breakout closer to 530. Lo and behold, we made that target. So now if we hold above 530, I'm looking for 533-ish. Not to mention this imbalance fill around 536. So it looks bullish to me. I think the QQQ is doing a fantastic job, and this could push even more. So far, we're doing a very, very good job at holding up, and I see more upside potential. For Apple, we're on a very, very strong uptrend. We're going to try to continue this trend. As long as we don't end up losing the support around this 256 area, we could be looking for 258 and eventually 260. So we'll see if this ends up continuing to push. 260 could be our targets. And I think that we are doing a good job at reaching this. So I think that we remain a lot more bullish on Apple. For Netflix, don't forget that for Christmas Day, I think they're going to be streaming 2 NFL games, and then Beyonce is going to be doing a performance. Right when they do these live streams, and then like tens of millions of people are watching around the world, it's going to be bullish because this will generate a lot more revenue. I think they also have Squid Game season 2 coming out after Christmas, a little bit after Christmas. That's another bullish catalyst. So we look bullish with the big green bar that formed. This is going to likely attempt to continue this push, especially as we approach this next resistance around the 940 area. So it looks bullish to me. MSTR is looking more bullish because we're above our 20 EMA around 356. As long as we're above that, we're looking for an attempt to get back up to 370. So that's looking pretty good. Celsius is looking more bullish because we're trying to rebound here. I expect a test of 27.62 to 28 as soon as Thursday/Friday. So look for a small bounce on that. For Supermicro, we're going to be looking for a test of 34.5. We got to break that to push back up to 36. If we don't break that, we're going to be dipping to 31, but I see some potential for a bounce. For Palantir, we look more bullish. It's breaking out right here, forming a nice cup. We could be looking for an attempt to get back up to 84 as long as we don't lose 80 and then 78. I favor more upside. For Rivian, we look more bullish. Actually, it depends if we could hold above 13.65 or not. As long as we hold that, we could attempt to get back up to 14.5. There's a gap to fill around 14.68, so I do favor upside a bit more. That depends if we hold support or not. SoFi looks more bullish as long as we don't end up losing at 15.76. We're favoring a push back up for 16.25. So I think we're doing a good job right here. So look for more upside as time goes on. For the IWM Russell 2000, we have a nice inverse head and shoulders, looking for an attempt to hit 223.8. If that breaks, we're looking for 226. So it's looking pretty good so far. AMD is looking more bullish. We could continue to push for this resistance right here around 128. So if that breaks, I think we're going to be looking for 130. Looks a bit more bullish to me. For ARM, we are doing a good job right here. We're looking at this resistance around this 133 area. If we break that, we're looking for 136.8. There's a good chance we try to break this and start to push more. So that's looking pretty good in my opinion. For Coinbase, in my opinion, is looking more bullish. If we break past 282.36, we're looking for a pump back up to 290. If we lose 273, we're looking for a dip, but I think this is favoring upside for 290. For Amazon, we look a bit more bullish. I think we might be testing 230, but just be careful that there's a tough resistance in that area. But I think it goes a little bit higher for 230. We'll have to see how it reacts. So overall, good job by Amazon. For Meta, we look more bullish as long as we don't lose 606 and 603. We favor a push for 610 to 612. So I think it's going to push a little bit more. Resistance is getting tighter, but there is upside potential in this chart nonetheless. Microsoft could also try to push back up for 440. I see potential in that. If that breaks, looking for 442, but look for a small push, and then we'll see how it reacts to resistance. Google looks more bullish, but 198 is going to be a tough resistance. If we break, then I think we could get close to 200. It's also a very, very tough resistance, so that 198 to 200 zone is tough. We'll see how it reacts to that, but I see upside potential nonetheless. GameStop, we're hitting a tough resistance around 31.5. The last time we hit this, we saw a lot of consolidation and rejection, 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 rejection. So it might be retesting 30.25. For AMC, we're looking a little bit weaker. We might be dipping closer to about that like 4 area. So just keep that in mind. DJT might be retesting 35.38 before it tries to bounce, but it is a little bit more bullish. Might see a small dip and a bounce to 36.6. So it's kind of tight right now, but it might see a dip and a bounce. The VIX remains more bearish. There's no sign of a bounce here. It could be dipping to about 13.5 as the stock market looks bullish. The 10-year has been pushing up thanks to the FOMC meeting with the Fed cutting rates less than expected, at least in terms of their projections. This is not affecting the market as much, so don't worry too much about that. It has affected the market in the past, but in this case, it's not as bad. And then the dollar, it's starting to dip here. We're going to be testing 108 as soon as Thursday. If we lose that, this is going to be dipping back down to like 107.7. We'll see if we bounce or not, but just know there's going to be some downside coming, which could cause the market to push. With that being said, I thank you all so much for listening. Please have a fantastic rest of your day. Enjoy the weekend. And I just want to say one more thing about Christmas. So I am not going to upload a video for tomorrow. I decided I'm just going to take a break from the screens. I look at screens and charts every single day, and sometimes I get a headache from doing it for too long. So I want to take a small break from it and just enjoy what life has to offer. But anyways, I want to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas. Tomorrow is Christmas Day, so please enjoy life with family and friends if you guys have them. So just remember, it's a very important day to be grateful for the lives we have. We are living very transient lives, which means that life is short, guys. Okay, we're not going to be here forever. So please, I would recommend just trying to enjoy, the time we have. Um, Enjoy the company you have with your friends, with your sisters and brothers, your family, and etc. If you don't have a family, okay, not everyone has a family out there. And I understand that we have different circumstances, we have different upbringings that could affect how we end up. But just know that even if you don't have a family, it is not the end of the world because you have so much opportunity to enjoy not only what life has to offer, you get to wake up, enjoy nature for those who are out there. You get to enjoy another day. And you also have the opportunity to listen. If you're watching this video, you could obviously watch YouTube videos. That's a blessing. And then on top of that, you have the capability to improve your own life. If you want a family, you can achieve it. You can make your own family, you can make new friends, and you can experience Christmas with more loved ones because it's always a time for improvement and you have another day to improve your own self. You could talk to new people, help someone else that's in need, that's more unfortunate than you are, and you could do a lot more to really better your life. I really believe it's possible if you put your mind to it. Most people can do so much more than they think. So look at Christmas as an opportunity to do that because there's so much warmth around our communities during times like these. And then for those who don't celebrate Christmas, it's the same thing, guys. There's no excuse, in my opinion, to just not be grateful. Christmas is a time, whether you celebrate it or not, to just be grateful, enjoy what life has to offer, and enjoy the company of whoever's around you. Especially if you have a relationship with them or not, it's going to be a-okay. So I just want to say, regardless of where you are, guys, you always have another day. You can improve yourself, and you can do something to better your own life. I really believe that. And I just want to say that Christmas is a very, very important time to show gratitude. So I want to say that I'm really, really appreciative of you guys for watching these videos, for leaving kind comments down there, and for being very, very supportive of this channel. It means the world to me, guys, and I really appreciate you guys so much for listening. Please have a very prosperous and happy rest of the year. Have a very happy 2025. And finally, have a very, very Merry Christmas. Spend it with loved ones or use it as a time to improve your own self and just show a lot of gratitude. I appreciate you guys so much. So please, please, please have a fantastic rest of the year. I also want to say that I would recommend just trying to stay away from charts and the stock market for just a day. It's going to be closed anyways, and just try to do something different. Like it's what I'm going to try to do, which is why I'm not going to upload a video for tomorrow. I will see you guys again on Thursday before the market opens to update you guys on how the market's looking. I will not be posting a video tomorrow just because it's Christmas and just to take some time off for my own self. And I just want to say I thank you guys so much for your time and attention. Thank you for listening, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Enjoy the holiday. Enjoy Christmas. Enjoy good food, football, whatever life has to offer. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a very, very happy rest of your day. Happy holidays for those out there. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Thanks again, and peace out.